You're watching the 2019 SCAC Fall Media Days. It's day 4, and we're taking a look at the Johnson & Wales University women's soccer program. The Wildcats will be led as they head into the season by head coach Ria Denny, along with senior defender Hailey Jensen. Wildcats were 6-8-1 on the season a year ago, 5-7-1 in SCAC play. Let's welcome in Coach Denny along with Hailey Jensen. Coach Hailey, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Coach, we'll start with you. You take over this program in January as the new head coach of the Wildcats. What have the last few months looked like? What's been the biggest challenge in this transition, and how excited are you for the preseason to finally be here?
Well, yes, as you said, taking over in January, the biggest challenge I want to say was just making sure that we had enough players in here to have a program this year. When I got in, we had 11 players returning, and now we have 19 on the roster. So that has been one of the biggest challenges, and I'm happy that we were able to fill the roster so that we can be competitive this year.
Hailey, for you heading into your senior season, you obviously go through a coaching transition, but how excited are you to be back here at camp? It's your final preseason. Is there a sense of urgency from you as a senior, and where is your leadership role with this team?
Yeah, I'm super excited to be starting my senior year. I think all of us seniors on the team are, to go through this final preseason. I think there is a sense of urgency, but at the same time, I think we're all trying to be in the moment and be present. So taking it day by day and getting done what we need to do in each practice as we move forward. And then as for my leadership role, I'm starting center back, and so we do have a lot of young players that will be joining the back line, so just being able to communicate and work with them and bring them into our team dynamic.
Coach, preseason is so important as far as, establishing those building blocks to a season, especially for you in your first year there. What are you trying to instill in this group in preseason? How are you trying to take advantage of this time and sort of, get those building blocks as best as you possibly can to get this group prepared for a new year?
Yeah, well, some of the building blocks that we've been implementing here is we've brought in some people to assist the team with sports psychology. We've also brought in a strength and conditioning trainer to add on to what we've been building on. Just getting everyone to know the system that we want to run this year and just the little things now. So we've been focusing a lot on relationships and building a culture and making sure that the freshmen and incoming players understand that we're building tradition. That was one of the biggest things that I wanted to do with the seniors and the returners that we had this spring, was making sure that we had tradition and culture and understanding relationships were important and communication is important. So those were some of the things that we've really been focusing on and keying in on for these first few days of preseason and as we continue to build throughout this preseason.
Hailey, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on kind of the idea of last year. You come into the new league of the SCAC, and it's a little bit of an unknown, but you had success as a team, 5 SCAC wins. How much does the success that you guys had a season ago in your first year with the SCAC give you and the rest of your teammates confidence going into year 2?
Yeah, I think we are confident because we were unknown last season, and so there weren't really any expectations that the other teams knew about us. And so I think we're excited to replay some of the teams we played last year and just continue to make an impact in the conference.
Offensively, Coach, this team was able to bury 19 goals on the year a season ago. What are you working on in preseason to try and maybe up that number, be a little bit more aggressive and advantageous in that offensive third of the field?
Well, we have returning forwards, Natasha Martin, all SCAC player returning. And then we also have Rebecca Brock, another senior returning that was second in assists and goals last year. So getting them a third strike partner has been something that's been crucial in this preseason so that we're just not a two-headed monster. So we've been working towards getting them another forward, another impactful forward to take some of the burden off of them, and also adding in some new midfielders, adding in some other new players that are able to assist in getting us more goals for this upcoming year.
Hailey, for you last season as a junior, you played in 13 games, getting 12 starts at defense. You talk about moving to that center defensive back role heading into this year. What have you worked on individually over the course of the offseason through the summer to help prepare you and get you ready for your senior year?
I've been definitely working out and working on my individual touches, working on my non-dominant foot, working on winning balls out of the air, and just trying to be a solid leader in the back.
And finally, Hailey, to wrap things up with you, as you look ahead to this season and you've had conversations with your teammates, what are some of the goals for this 2019 Wildcats women's soccer program, and what will be key in order to achieve those?
We definitely want to do better in the conference than we did last year to continue building off of that. I think we do want to score more goals, be more strong in the back, not let as many in. And I think just building our team relationships and communicating with one another and having a strong trust with each other on the field will help us achieve that.
And finally, Coach, I'll end with you on this note. As you enter your first season there as the head coach of this program, what are your expectations with these women? And this season will be successful if what plays out? What are you looking for from this group as you head into this first year?
Well, my expectations, honestly, for this team is for them record-wise, so they can see that they've built upon what they had last year. But just as women, as young women, empowering them to be strong young women after college. For me, it's more about soccer. It's more about the individual. So ensuring that my seniors like Hailey and Rebecca and Natasha and Amanda and Caitlin are able to leave this program feeling like they have made an imprint and they've started to build something that they will be proud of, and that the classes below them will continue to build a tradition of success.
The Johnson Wales University women's soccer program, again, the Wildcats will be led as a head into the season by head coach Ria Denny, along with senior defender Hailey Jensen. The Wildcats will open up the 2019 season when they face Claremont Mudscripts on August 30th. Coach, Hailey, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.